I'm in the southeastern United States and it's very humid a good portion of the year. And I've noticed when I moved here several years ago that some of my tools would just start to get a flash rust coating just from sitting around in the shop. So I've kind of battled that off and on over the years as I pull a plane out from storage or off the shelf to use it. A lot of times I'll see some rust on it. Now, a lot of the rust comes from the oils and sweat in your fingers, because I've seen, some of my planes will actually have a fingerprint of rust on the side. So a good practice is to wipe your planes off with an oil or a wax, whatever you choose, but here's a couple things I do. First of all, if I see any rust, I take a green non-woven abrasive pad and I just brush it off. Usually it comes right off. Then you'll want to apply some protectant to keep that rust at bay, keep the moisture off. This is the old oil in the can device. It's basically an old t-shirt I've cut into strips and wound it really, really tight, stuffed it in this can and soaked it with a light machine oil like this one. When you're finished for the day, you can take this and wipe the steel portions of your plane, and it just leaves a very, very thin coat of oil on the surface to keep the moisture at bay. This can also comes in handy as you're using a hand plane. Sometimes, especially on end grain, your plane wants to drag and there's a lot of friction there and it doesn't cut real smoothly. So you could take your plane and just back it up over this oil-soaked rag and it coats the bottom and it'll make the plane slide that much easier. So that's one option, and I've got this oversized can that goes over top just to kind of help keep the dirt and sawdust out of it. I recently found another product that I'm going to try. It's an interesting name. It's called Super Slick Stuff. It's used for cleaning. It claims it stops corrosion and rust from salt air and marine and aircraft. What I do here is just spray a little bit on a rag and then just put a light coat on the exposed metal of my planes. So we're going to give that a try and see how that works, and I'll try to remember to get back to you on that. But a lot of guys use camellia oil, some use Johnson's paste wax, some use all sorts of waxes. Just avoid waxes or any product that contains silicone or Teflon, because those will affect the finish.